Imagine this. Your own millionaire children laugh in your face when you ask for a measly $500 to fix your leaking roof after a brutal hurricane. My name is Daniel Anderson, and that heartless laugh? It cost them $5.4 million. As a dedicated ICU nurse scraping by on $62,000 a year, I watched my kids live in luxury while treating me like a failure. But what they didn't know was my secret lottery win and the ice-cold revenge I had brewing. Stick around, because this tale of betrayal, hidden wealth, and public humiliation will have you cheering for justice. If you've ever felt undervalued by family, betrayed by those who should love you unconditionally, or dreamed of that perfect moment of vindication, this story's for you. Hit like if you're ready for some serious karma. Subscribe for more emotionally charged revenge tales like this, and drop a comment below with your own story of family injustice. Let's build a community that celebrates standing up for what's right. Now, let's dive into how it all began with the worst Thanksgiving dinner of my life. Let me paint you a vivid picture of how my own flesh and blood saw me. Not as a hero, but as an embarrassment. I'm Daniel Anderson, 58 years old, with calloused hands from 25 years in the ICU at Boston Medical Center. Wing 4 East, rooms 401 through 420. I know every beep of the monitors, every code blue that sends adrenaline surging through my veins like fire. The metallic tang of antiseptic in the air, the soft hum of ventilators keeping fragile lives hanging on, the weight of a patient's hand in mine as they slip away when their family can't make it in time. I performed CPR for 40 minutes straight, my arms burning, sweat stinging my eyes, until backup finally arrived. I've saved more lives than I can count, whispering comfort to the dying, cleaning up messes that would turn most stomachs. But to my children, Veronica and Michael, I was just a failure. Veronica Anderson Clark. That's what she calls herself now, hyphenated like she's too good for the family name. Vice President at Eastern Trust and Savings, pulling in $180,000 a year. Her BMW X5 gleams in the driveway of her $1 million home in Brookline. Her credit score, a perfect 750. At parties, she introduces me vaguely as someone who works in healthcare. Never nurse, never ICU. It's like the word sticks in her throat, choking her with shame. And Michael Anderson, investment advisor at Hartwell Financial, raking in $220,000 annually. His Audi A8 is always spotless. His golf club membership costs more than my monthly salary. He tells his colleagues I'm semi-retired because admitting his dad earned $62,000 saving lives doesn't fit his polished image. Their vacations to Europe twice a year, funded by bonuses bigger than my annual pay. Meanwhile, I drive a beat-up 2011 Honda Civic with 180,000 miles, cloth seats worn thin, radio broken for 2 years. The first crack in our relationship showed 3 years ago at Thanksgiving dinner in Veronica's pristine Brookline home. Her in-laws were there, successful, country club types with starched collars and judgmental eyes. The aroma of roasted turkey filled the air, mixed with a clink of fine china and expensive wine glasses. Around a dinner table, they brag about their children's careers. The surgeon's son, the corporate lawyer daughter. When the spotlight turned to me, Veronica hesitated, her fork frozen midair. My father works at Boston Medical, she mumbled. Oh, wonderful. What department? Another pause, her cheeks flushing. Patient care. I watched my daughter twist herself into knots to avoid saying nurse, like it was a dirty word. Like 25 years of saving lives was something to hide. Michael jumped in, smooth as ever. Dad's been there forever. Very stable position. Stable, code for a dead end in their world. I sat there, the turkey turned to ash in my mouth, listening as they minimized my life's work. They chatted about their fat bonuses while I mentally calculated if I could afford new tires for my Honda. My heart ached, a dull throb in my chest, but I said nothing. Not yet. The second sign hit 6 months ago at a parent-teacher conference for my granddaughter Emma, Veronica's 8-year-old. Sharp as a tack, that girl, with dreams of becoming a doctor. The classroom smelled of crayons and chalk. Kids' artwork plastered on the walls. Emma's teacher asked what Grandpa does for work. Grandpa Danny helps sick people get better. Emma beamed proudly. Veronica cut in immediately, her voice sharp. He works at the hospital in administration. Administration? My own daughter lied to an elementary school teacher about my job. The betrayal stung like a slap, my stomach twisting as I forced a smile. Inside, I wondered, am I really that embarrassing? Have I failed him somehow? But the breaking point came 3 weeks ago, on August 15th, when Hurricane Erin slammed into Massachusetts with 90 miles per hour winds. The storm howled outside my small apartment, rain lashing the windows like angry fists. My roof took the worst of it. Shingles scattered across the yard like discarded playing cards, a hole the size of a basketball, letting water pour into my bedroom. The drip, drip, drip echoed in the dark, soaking my bed, the musty smell of mold already creeping in. I called 3 contractors the next morning, their estimates ringing in my ears. The cheapest was $800. I had maybe $200 in checking. Payday a week away. Swallowing my pride, my hands trembling on the phone, I called Veronica. Hey, sweetheart, I hate to ask, but I need to borrow $500 for roof repairs. The storm hit hard. Her response was cold, laced with exasperation. Really, Dad? You can't keep calling us for money. It's just temporary? I'll pay you back Friday. You're 58 years old. When are you going to get your financial life together? Then Michael. Mike, it's Dad. Listen, I've got a roof situation. Let me stop you right there. Veronica told me you called her. The ceiling's leaking into my bedroom. Dad, you need to face reality. You chose a career that doesn't pay well. That's not our responsibility. Their words hit harder than the hurricane's winds, a knife twisting in my gut. You chose a career that doesn't pay well. 25 years, over 9,000 shifts, thousands of lives saved, reduced to a poor career choice. My throat tightened, eyes burning with unshed tears, but I kept my voice steady. Inside, rage simmered. How dare they? But here's what they didn't know, what nobody knew. 3 months earlier, on May 15th, I bought a lottery ticket at Murphy's Corner Store. The same numbers I played for 15 years. My late wife Margaret's birthday, our anniversary, Emma's birthday. The clerk scanner beeped, and there it was. I'd won the Mega Millions jackpot. $5.4 million after taxes. Cash sitting quietly in my account. The moment I saw the numbers match, my heart raced. Palms sweaty, a mix of elation and disbelief washing over me. But I kept it secret. Why? To see who my family really was. Turns out, they were shallow, cruel, embarrassed by their father who saves lives for a living. The silence cost me dearly. Every family gathering a performance, pretending to struggle with bills while millions sat untouched. Watching them treat me like a charity case, my blood boiling beneath a calm exterior. But it wasn't about the money. It was about respect. If I stayed quiet, I'd lose everything. My grandchildren, Emma, 8, and Tommy, 6, were being poisoned against me. At family dinners, the scent of home-cooked meals masking the bitterness, I'd hear Veronica say, "Make sure you study hard, Emma, so you don't end up like Grandpa with a job that barely pays the bills." Michael would nod along. Education is everything. Look at your mom and me, then look at Grandpa. Their words landed like punches, my fists clenching under the table. Christmas was coming, and Veronica uninvited me from their Vermont ski trip. "It's pretty expensive, Dad. Maybe next year when you're more financially stable." Michael's New Year's Eve party. "It's really more of a professional networking thing. You probably wouldn't enjoy it." I was being erased, my chest tightening with each exclusion. Worse, I started doubting myself. 25 years in the ICU, maybe they were right. Maybe saving lives instead of chasing money made me a failure. I'd apologize for existing, grateful just to babysit my own grandkids. Silence made me complicit in my own diminishment. But the betrayal cut deeper because of Margaret. 3 years ago, she died in the same ICU where I work. Pancreatic cancer, stage 4. The sterile smell of the room, the steady beep of her heart monitor fading. Insurance covered most, but experimental treatments cost $47,000 out of pocket. I liquidated my retirement, took a second mortgage, my hands shaking as I signed away our future to give her a fighting chance. Veronica and Michael knew. They watched me empty my savings, return to work 3 days after a funeral because I couldn't afford time off. Did they help with bills? No. Funeral costs? No. A thank you for my sacrifices? No. Instead, jokes about my financial irresponsibility. When the roof leaked, I wasn't asking for money. I was begging for acknowledgement. They told me to get a real job. That's when the fire ignited. I decided to stop being invisible. The confrontation exploded 2 days after the roof calls on October 17th. Veronica's birthday dinner at Maria's in downtown Boston. The place reeked of wealth. $150 entrees, $200 wine bottles, valets eyeing my Honda like it was trash. I showed up anyway, the rain still pattering outside, my heart pounding with resolve. Veronica was irritated from the start. Dad, you can't park that car here. The valet will think you're lost. It's a restaurant, sweetheart, not a country club. Just try to blend in, okay? Michael arrived 20 minutes later, his Audi gleaming, designer suit hugging his frame. He barely glanced at me. Danny, he said, not Dad, Danny, like I was a stranger. How's the roof situation? Still leaking? Have you considered assistance programs? There are resources for people in your situation. Poverty is a disease. My jaw clenched, but I held back. Dinner started civil, the clatter of silverware masking the tension. Veronica boasted about a promotion, branch manager to vice president, $40,000 raise. Michael bragged about a portfolio up 30%, buying his wife a Rolex. They ordered lobster, $68 each. I chose soup, $14. Dad, you can afford more than soup, Veronica said, her tone dripping pity. I'm fine. This is exactly what we're talking about. You can't even enjoy a nice dinner. Michael leaned in. Veronica's right. This scarcity mindset is holding you back. Scarcity mindset? My blood boiled. You think I'm afraid of money? Look at your life, Dad. Same job for 25 years, same small apartment, same broken down car. You've never taken a risk, never push yourself. I save lives, Michael. Lots of people save lives. Doctors save lives and drive Mercedes. Veronica piled on. We're not saying there's anything wrong with being a nurse. Yes, you are. We're saying you could have done more. Medical school, nurse practitioner license. I was busy raising 2 children. Mom worked too. She found time to advance. Margaret, my beloved wife, a teacher who touched countless lives, reduced to a failure for not climbing higher. Your mother was a wonderful teacher. But she could have been a principal, made real money. Real money. There it was. So saving lives isn't real work unless it pays 6 figures? Michael's voice sharpened. Don't twist our words. Then explain. What's wrong with my career? Nothing's wrong. It's just limited financially, socially, professionally. I work with Boston's best doctors as their subordinate. The word hung like smoke. Is that how you see me? A subordinate. Dad, you're being dramatic. Answer. Michael straightened his tie. We see you as someone who settled, took the safe route, never challenged himself to be more. More than what? More than a nurse making $60,000 at 58. The restaurant buzzed around us, laughter, celebrations, while my family dissected my worth like a bad investment. What would make you proud of me? Veronica softened. We are proud. What job? Silence. Doctor? Well, yes. Lawyer? Sure. Investment banker? Obviously. But not nurse. More silence. Not the job I've had for 25 years. The career I chose to raise you. The work I do every day to keep people alive. Michael's patience snapped. You want honesty? We're embarrassed when people ask what our father does. We cringe at your junk car. Hope friends don't notice your $15 Walmart shirts. Make excuses for you. The truth, raw and ugly. I actually smiled because they had no idea what was coming. Inside, triumph sparked. Now I know. The next morning, I did something unprecedented. In 25 years, called in sick. Not ill, but with appointments to keep. First, Hartwell Stone and Associates, 37th floor, downtown Boston. The elevator. Whooshed up, my reflection in the mirrored walls showing a simple man in. Scrubs. The receptionist eyed me suspiciously. I'm here to see Jonathan. Hartwell. 10 a.m. She double-checked. You're Daniel Anderson. That's right. 15 minutes later, Jonathan Hartwell, founding partner, greeted me personally. The receptionist's jaw dropped. His corner, office overlooked Boston Harbor, mahogany desk gleaming. He treated me like royalty because with $5.4 million, I could be. The trust structure is complete, he said. Sliding papers. Anonymous donor status. Maintained. The hospital won't know it's you unless you reveal it. And children removed as beneficiaries. Ironclad. Each signature felt like shedding chains, liberation coursing through me. Why the secrecy? He asked. Most winners announce immediately. I wanted to see who my family really was without money. He nodded. And now you know. Second stop, Eastern Trust and Savings, Veronica's bank. In Scrubs, I approached the teller. My account balance made her call the supervisor, then the manager, then Veronica. 20 minutes later, she appeared confused, panicked. Dad, what are you doing here? Banking. She glanced at the screen, face paling. That's a lot of money, Dad. Is it? Her mind raced. How does a nurse have this? But she didn't ask. If you need financial planning, I'm all set. I withdrew $500 cash, ensuring she saw her broke. Father handled more than her weekly pay. See you at Michael's barbecue. She stood frozen as I left. The seed of doubt planted. Michael's barbecue was casual. Backyard is $2.3 million Lexington Colonial, pool sparkling, tennis court pristine. I parked my Honda between a Mercedes and Tesla, got out in my Walmart button-down. No embarrassment this time, resolve stealing my spine. Veronica was there, still rattled, glancing at me like a puzzle. Danny, Michael called, grilling $100 steaks, craft beers in hand. His friends were colleagues, advisors, executives measuring worth in dollars. Everyone, this is my father, Danny Anderson. Not Dad. What do you do, Danny? Richard from Fidelity asked. Michael interjected. Dad works in healthcare at Boston Medical. Administration? Patient care. Veronica helped. Nursing? The word dropped like a bomb, energy shifting. They saw nurses as beneath them. ICU, 25 years. I said clearly. Rewarding. Richard's wife said dismissively, like complimenting a janitor. Michael changed subjects fast, boasting a $3 million client. I listened, watching him perform, distance himself. My pulse quickened, the moment neared. Then Veronica's phone rang. It's the bank. She stepped away, but not far. Verify the account? $5.4 million? That's my father, Daniel Anderson. Accurate. The patio silenced. Michael's spatula froze. Veronica returned pale. Dad, we need to talk. Discrepancy in your account. All eyes on us. What discrepancy? Balance doesn't make sense. What balance? Hesitation. Witnesses everywhere. $5.4 million. Silence stretched. Richard choked on beer. Michael's stake dropped. Veronica's hands shook. Impossible, Michael whispered. Confirmed 3 times. Eyes on me. The disappointment. Huh? Mistake. Dad. Michael's voice cracked. Where from? What money? The $5.4 million. Colleagues leaned in. Oh, that. Sip of $3 beer. Won the lottery. May 15th. Mega Millions. After taxes. Bomb dropped. You what? Veronica gasped. 8 months ago. Why not tell us? I scanned the judgmental faces, my children. Wanted to see who you really were. Michael's face reddened. Meaning? Been rich 8 months, treated like garbage. We haven't. Told me get real job, financial burden. Didn't know. Would treat differently if knew. That's the problem. Respect because father raised you, save lives, not money. Richard, privacy? No, stay. Learn something. Pulled phone, banking app. $5,423,891.33. Gasps. More than most see lifetimes. Belongs to $60,000 nurse you look down on. Michael's world crumbled before his network. Dad, please. Pretend didn't happen? Back to embarrassing poor father. Stood. Finished beer. Thanks for barbecue. Big day tomorrow. What? Genuine smile. Making biggest donation in Boston medical history. 1415 December 15th, Boston Medical's annual. Charity auction at Fairmont Copley Plaza. Black tie. $500 tickets. Boston's. Elite schmoozing. Arrived alone in $149 rented tux. Feeling like a waiter. Ballroom stunning. Crystal chandeliers sparkling. Table set with fine linen. Auction items. Vacations. Art mayor dinners. Veronica at table 7. Front with husband. Bank colleagues. Paddle 47. Impressing with generosity. Michael at table 5 with $50 million pharma client. No contact since barbecue. My seat. Table 15 back. Kitchen doors. Cheap seats for low tier me. Woman. Next to me. Diamonds glittering. Right table? Table 15. Confusion like I crashed. Auction started. Memorabilia. Getaways. Bids climbed. Veronica won spa weekend for $800. Paddle high. Michael golf lessons. $1,500. Client approved. Then Dr. Rebecca Martinez, chief. Final item. Naming rights to new children's wing. Permanent dedication. Bronze plaque. Crowd stirred legacy item. Bidding at $50,000. Paddles up. $60K, $75K, $100K. Veronica watched enviously. $150K, $200K. Michael's client. $250K. Michael beamed. $250,000 going once. I stood from back, heart pounding, tux itching. $2 million. Silence absolute. Dr. Martinez blinked. Sorry, $2 million? Gasps, heads turning. Veronica white. Michael electrocuted. Correct. You are Daniel Anderson, ICU nurse, 25 years. Murmurs. Nurse bidding $2 million? Certain? Completely? $2,100,000? Silence. Sold to Daniel Anderson. Applause confused. How? Dr. Martinez invited me on stage. Walked past Veronica's frozen table. Michael's shock won. Podium. 300 elite staring. Microphone in hand. Throat dry. Thank you. Not used to this. Usually upstairs in ICU, keeping your families alive while you write checks. Nervous laughter. 25 years, 9,000 shifts. Held dying patients. CPR till arms cramped. Loved it. Spotted Veronica crying. 3 months ago. Learned my children ashamed of career. Called burden. Get real job. Wasted life. Saving lives, not money. Michael head in hands. Dedicate wing to those told work. Doesn't matter if low pay. Nurses, teachers, firefighters, social workers choosing service over salary. Pulled envelope. $2.1 million cashier's check. Extra for plaque. Anderson Family Children's Wing. In honor of those who save lives, not those who make money. She opened, eyes wide. Real. Largest donation in history. Thunderous applause. Ovation. Something else. 8 months ago, won $5.4 million lottery. Told no one. See family without money. Gasps. Respect earned, not bought. To children. Spent 25 years earning respect from patients, doctors. Saved thousands proud, even when you weren't. Veronica sobbing. Refuse apologize for meaningful career. Not ashamed, honest work. Not burdened by those owing existence to sacrifices. Handed Mike ovation 5 minutes. Tears wiped. Declaration. Invisible to impossible ignore. Off stage, past Veronica. She reached. Dad. Stopped. Anderson Family Children's Wing. My family now. Families of children saved. Understanding sacred work. To Michael. Wanted what make proud. Tonight did. Stood for undervalued. Straightened bow tie. Enjoy evening. Walked out, leaving them explain to colleagues how disappointment became greatest benefactor. Heart soared, years of pain lifting. Next morning, Jonathan Hartwell's office. 3 documents. Certain, irreversible, nevermore. First will amendment. Children removed, estate to nursing scholarships. Receive what said worth, nothing. Signed with $1,500 Mont Blanc pen, hospital gift. Felt appropriate. Second, trust. $1 million grandchildren education. Condition 2 years public service. Understand privilege responsibility. Third, restraining order. Extreme. 47 calls, apartment visits, colleagues, patients' families, begging, apologizing, suddenly loving. Prohibits contact 6 months. Perfect. Signatures ended 30 years manipulation. Payoff practical. Drove to Michael's firm in Scrubs, marble lobby echoing. Close account. Son trying reach. Aware. Transfer fidelity. Pale face. Michael's $47,000 commission gone. No issues. Prefer firms not employing those calling parents burdens. Account closed. Next, Veronica's bank. Name tag on. Teller recognized. Move accounts Boston Medical Credit Union. $5.2 million. Largest transfer. Manager. Discuss? Nothing. Prefer valuing healthcare workers. Daughter finest. Told get real job. Have one. Saving lives. Money gone. Her success embarrassment. Most satisfying. Back ICU. Same job. Patients work different. Plaque fabricated. Name forever as benefactor. Sick children pass. Reminder nurse valued lives millions. Dr. Martinez during rounds. Board offers patient care coordinator 40% raise. Thanks, no. Save better bedside. Feeling you'd say. Don't need money. Boston Globe call. Feature story. No. About undervalued healthcare. Let them tell. Text poured. Nurses, doctors, janitors. Thanks standing up. Said what thinking. Best, Emma. Grandpa Danny, mommy says famous. Crying, won't say why. Told teacher gave money help sick kids. Said hero. Always knew. Love you. Real payoff. Dignity. Save lives of failure. Now hero. Children taught love without respect worthless. Family without dignity DNA. Success impact, not paycheck. Won $5.4 million. Gained self-worth. Priceless. Story hit social media 3 days later. Richard's LinkedIn. Auction nurse outbid execs. Donated $2 million. Won lottery 8 months. Kids treat a charity case. Powerful moment, 20 years wealth management. Viral, 15,000 likes, 3,000 comments. Brutal, shallow embarrassed father saves lives. Deserved nothing. Nurses print hang break room. Veronica's boss. Father struggling? Account lost. $5.2 million reputation. Transfer Quincy, no downtown prestige. Husband divorced 6 weeks. Couldn't handle whispers. Michael's pharma client fired. Can't work disrespecting healthcare. Wife nurse practitioner. Treat father thus trust money. Word spread. Toxic. Left firm. Started own. Lost 60% clients. Social fallout. Emma's school parents changed. Dad won lottery, didn't know. Asked $500, said no. Donated $2 million. Couldn't answer without looking terrible. Tommy's little lead party at hospital. Tour wing. My grandpa. Parents stared. Donated. Guess. Generous. Mommy, daddy don't talk grandpa. Whispers. Michael damage control Facebook. Proud father. Disagreements blown proportion blood thicker. Savage comments. Pride when told real job. $5 million says lying. Restraining order different. Deleted hours. Veronica tried. Showed shift. Security. Restraining order. Daughter. Mentions you. Waited garage 6 hours. Approach car. Dad, please. Violating order. Talk. 30 years talk. Lectured. Mistakes. Choices. Embarrassed career burden. Lied job. Didn't know money. Problem. Respect now because money. Were when poor. Crying. Love you. Love not enough. Need respect earned. Drove off in Honda. Same car, clothes, job. New worth beyond dollars. 3 weeks post-auction, letter Margaret's oncologist. Her donation. Margaret proud. Strongest man, gave everyday patients family. Kept refrigerator. Beside Emma's drawing, Tommy's card, plaque photo. Real legacy. Helped children, not rejected ones. 6 months later, order expired. Sent letter. Legal ends, boundaries remain. Terms. No common career/income/lifestyle. Respect as colleagues. Acknowledge service matters. Relationship on who am. Not have. Acceptable. Talk. Not. Can't. Wednesday phone dad. Veronica small. Hello. Accept terms. Silence. Night auction. Cried 3 hours. Not money. Ashamed honorable man. Listen. Told Emma Tommy truth. Job. Saves thousands. Emma. Why never told important? Couldn't. Told. Mommy. Terrible mistake. Grandpa hero. Forgot. Tommy wants nurse like grandpa. Hit hard. Respect not money. Earned 25 years. Have it. Lost sight. Michael afternoon. Thinking respect earned. Go. Career managing money. Never save life. Held hand dying. Work matters. Really? Disappear life worse? You disappear. Families lose savor loved ones. Obvious. Make right. Not right. Forward differently. Like, treat person opinions matter. Work value. Sacrifices enable success. See person. Sunday dinner. Apartment. Alone. Bring takeout. $15 Chinese golden dragon. Somewhere nice. Food not money. Accepting me. Beneath. Don't come. Not. Sunday. Michael with bags, kitchen table. Bills paid there while he luxuried. Apartment nice. Small, old, secondhand. Honest. Afford better. Like grounded. 8 low main talk kids, work. No money. What tell people you? Want. Father saves lives. ICU 25 years. Seen death suffering. Back daily matters. Tell that. Lottery? What? Curious money. Tell rich ways matter. Respect purpose. Money numbers, saving sacred. Nodded. Can Veronica next weekend with grandkids. First since barbecue. Emma ran. Grandpa saw name hospital. Famous. Not did help. Mommy hero. Veronica nodded. Right, not money. Heroes help hard. Nobody notices. Low pay. Like nurses, teachers, firefighters, mommy helps bank. Tommy, why give much money? Money yours use help. Could big house, fancy car, make sick kids better? Help families dying? No. What good? Thought. Not much. Exactly. Games, ice cream, cartoons, normal, excluded years. Aside. Inheritance. No, not will. Correct. Deserve. Emma Tommy OK College. Smile. $2 million trust. Access 18 after 2 years public service. Service. Teaching, nursing, military. Helps others. Choose service. Never want. Pure profit. Nothing. Teach what taught us. What refuse learn. Nodded. Good lesson. See better students. Watching drive away. Felt peace. Not children respect. Respected self-demand. Money choices. Choices dignity. Dignity worth more lottery. The payoff wasn't just the auction's thunderous applause or the ovation that echoed like validation long denied. It was a slow motion unraveling of my children's perfect worlds. Veronica's transferred to a dingy Quincy branch. Her downtown glamour stripped. Prestige clients gone. Fast track shattered. Her husband's divorce papers. The country club whispers like knives. Social isolation creeping in like fog. Michael's client exodus. The $50 million account vanishing with damning email. If you disrespect your own father, a lifesaver, how can I trust you? His firm forcing him out. New practice hemorrhaging 60% clients. Becoming toxic in Boston's tight-knit financial circles. The social media storm. Richard's posts exploding. Comments ripping them apart. Shallow scum. Deserved disinheritance. Their desperate attempts at damage control backfiring. Posts deleted amid savage backlash. Veronica's school pickup humiliation. Parents' judgmental stares. Tommy's proud, that's my grandpa, met with whispers exposing their shame. The restraining order sting. Security barring her. Garage wait futile. My quiet exits. Closing accounts. Transferring millions. Their professional embarrassments magnified. But the deepest cut? Seeing them confront their hypocrisy. Tears streaming as realizations hit. They'd valued dollars over dignity and now paid the price. My heart, once heavy with pain, lightened with cathartic justice. They'd laugh. Now the world laughed at them. In slow detail, picture Veronica's face at the auction. Color draining. Eyes widening in horror as I bid $2 million. Her colleague's head swiveling, whispers building like a wave. Michael's frozen stance, steaks slipping from his grill at the barbecue, his network witnessing his facade crack. The ovations roar, their sobs amid applause, my words piercing like arrows. I refuse to be ashamed. Their begging calls ignored, apartments visits turned away. The legal wall of the restraining order slamming down. Professional fallout. Bosses stirring offices, demotions, lost commissions. All because they couldn't respect a subordinate. The grandchildren's innocent questions, exposing lies, forcing truths. It was perfect, nonviolent comeuppance. Hypocrisy exposed, arrogance humbled, karma served cold. I stood tall, vindicated. The thrill of justice pulsing through me like a second heartbeat. If you're watching because family made you feel small for your work, remember, worth isn't your paycheck. It's impact, lives touched, differences made, service given. I saved lives 25 years while children counted dollars. And only impact mattered. Never let anyone convince otherwise. Dignity priceless. Demand it. If this revenge saga gave you that rush of justice, smash like, subscribe for more epic tales, and share your story in comments. We're watching from Nurse Boston, Teacher Texas, Firefighter Florida. Your work matters. Click next video for another